Today, we are diving into one of the most influential financial books of our time, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. This isn't just a book about money. It's a story about two very different approaches to life. Robert grew up with two father figures. His real father, who he calls the poor dad, highly educated, hardworking, but financially insecure. And his best friend's father, the rich dad, a businessman who never had a fancy degree, but who built wealth through smart financial habits. Through their advice, Robert learned that wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how you think and what you do with your money. Let's explore the powerful lessons from this book that could change the way you see money forever. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. Poor Dad believed in study hard, get a safe job, and climb the corporate ladder. But Rich Dad said, if you only work for money, you'll spend your whole life working for someone else. Here's the key. The rich make money work for them. They create income through businesses, investments, and systems. For example, instead of just earning a salary, they invest in rental properties or stocks that generate money while they sleep. Takeaway: don't only chase paychecks. Build streams of income that flow even when you're not working. Lesson 2. Financial education is the key. Robert explains that schools teach algebra, history, and literature, but rarely teach how money works. This is why many people with degrees and good jobs still struggle financially. Rich Dad said, it's not how much money you make, but how much you keep. If you earn a high salary, but spend it all on liabilities, a new car, bigger house, credit card bills, you remain poor. Financial education is about understanding the difference between income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. Takeaway: read, learn, and improve your financial IQ. Knowledge is the foundation of wealth. Lesson 3. Build assets, not liabilities. This is the heart of the book. An asset puts money in your pocket. Examples: stocks, bonds, real estate, a business, royalties. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Examples: car loans, credit card debt, a house that drains you with mortgage and maintenance. Most people think, my house is my biggest asset. But if it doesn't generate income, it's not an asset. Rich Dad taught Robert to spend his life acquiring assets and reducing liabilities. That's how wealth is built. Takeaway: always ask, is this purchase going to put money into my pocket or take it out? Lesson 4. Don't let fear control you. Poor Dad was always worried. What if I lose my job? What if I fail? This fear kept him trapped in the cycle of working for others. Rich Dad, on the other hand, believed in taking risks and learning from failures. He said, failure inspires winners, and failure defeats losers. Most people are so afraid of losing money that they never even try. Takeaway: don't let fear stop you from opportunities. Mistakes are the tuition you pay for success. Lesson 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. Poor Dad focused on steady jobs and promotions. Rich Dad advised Robert to work in areas where he could learn important skills: sales, marketing, investing, management. Why? Because skills bring wealth, not salaries. For example, if you know how to sell, you can build any business. If you know how to invest, you can grow your wealth regardless of your paycheck. Takeaway: invest in learning skills that pay you for life. Lesson 6. The power of entrepreneurship. Rich Dad believed jobs can only take you so far. A job may give you security, but a business can give you freedom. Entrepreneurship is about solving problems and creating value. That's how wealth is generated. Robert himself became financially free, not by being an employee, but by building businesses and investing. Lesson 7. The rich invent money. Poor Dad saw money as something limited. Rich Dad saw money as abundant, created through ideas, opportunities, and knowledge. For example, When others saw problems, Rich Dad saw business opportunities. Wealthy people don't wait for luck. They create opportunities by being financially educated and prepared. Conclusion. So, what's the big message of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? It's that wealth is not about how hard you work, but how smart you think. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. By focusing on financial education, building assets, reducing liabilities, and overcoming fear, anyone can achieve financial freedom. Remember this: money alone doesn't make you rich. Financial intelligence does. This timeless book by Robert Kiyosaki has transformed millions of lives. The question is, will you be the next one? If you found value in this Rich Dad, Poor Dad book summary, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread financial wisdom and help your friends, family, and others take the first step towards financial freedom.